What?
Val, mate. Good job, Val. Not the translation,
That's
mate.
his kids, Gary.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. In miners' charge after in a fucking chin cold.
As long as it's not backstabbing me, I'm not bothered.
I bet he couldn't catch you.
They weren't even in police then, like, they had his kids on tips. Auntie Anne says.
Yeah, that's alcohol.
Yep.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We shall make a start. So you are hereby summoned to attend a meeting of Hemsworth Town Council to be held in the main hall, Hemsworth Town Council Community Centre, Bullyshaw Road, Hemsworth, commencing at 7 p.m. on the 3rd of April 2025 for the purpose of transacting the following business. Item number 1, apologies for absence. It's Councillor.
Councillor
And Councillor Bates.
Help, Pete.
Item number 2, declarations of interest. The council should disclose pecuniary or non-pecuniary interest in any items on this agenda. Item number 3, to approve the minutes of the council meeting on the 6th of March 2025 as detailed in the minute book 2024-25. I'll move them. Have I got a seconder?
Yeah.
All to move.
A bit of minute book 2025 to 2026.
No, 2024, 25.
So,
Yeah. All against? And abstentions? Item number 4, accounts for payments. To confirm the payment of accounts for February 2025. Hello?
I have asked, I've just gone through gas, electric, for all centres. I did ask last time because there were a duplicate payment, but it comes to £7,038.19 for a month
That sounds about right, yeah.
for all centres.
Yeah,
A month, that's what we're paying.
I would say so, yeah.
Can you send I've asked for confirmation of these. I've asked for the
Well,
bills.
It'll be on the, it'll come out of direct debit, won't it?
No, I've actually asked for the bills. And when you should have receipts for all.
We'll have a bill.
Yeah. I did ask for them in February. I'm still waiting.
Councillor McGuinness?
Can I ask regarding the Corona Energy for the electric, Sandygate, Fitzwilliam and Lakeside, why are they all coupled together when they've all got separate meters?
It's the direct debit. Sometimes companies do take, if you pay for more than one account, they take them all out in one direct debit. Some do, some don't. Yeah. I don't know why.
Also regarding the gas for Lakeside, that's SSE Energy, would it not be more appropriate to get gas and electric from the same company because it usually works out cheaper?
Usually, well, in fact, what we do, we use a broker who brokers the best deal. Usually, it tends to be from the same company, but not always.
Right. Okay. There is another one on there for Corona, but just down below that, we've got Total Energies G&P for the electric of the community. Is that just because of the broker again?
Yes.
Thank you.
So, to confirm the payments for accounts for February, I'll put that forward and we've got a seconder. Seconder, all for? Against? Abstentions? Income, to review the council's income for February 2025. Again, these are all sent to all councillors. Review it, it's not a vote. No questions?
We have received I'm just querying, because it meeting in February, we did say we'd had some income, but it's not in the report.
Which income was that?
I don't know if I can say we in
Oh, right.
business, so I'll bring that up in
Okay.
in exclusion.
That's what, just a review of the council, we have to bring it up after Carol, then we can.
Yeah.
Okay, item 6, Sandygate pitch hire discount. To consider applying a 20% discount to all youth teams, this is within the parish, using the grass pitches at Sandygate football facility. Any questions?
I feel like I'm going off. Yeah, right. So we've no's come to full council about this. I know we've got somebody from West Ending, I believe.
Yeah.
So you said it's for all villagers.
It's for Fitzwilliam, Kingsley, Hemsworth, so it includes terriers.
So how many teams are currently using Sandygate?
At the minute,
7.
no, youth team, not.
Oh, you two. At least 2.
At least 2, I think it's up to 3. But this is all, so the likes of Kingsley Boys, if they need to do it, could use it if there's availability there.
Is the availability because the one on for Hemsworth Town?
Well, it's
Yeah.
it's,
Can I just ask you a question? Well, I should be asking. It's a 20% that you're getting off. I know you've got a lot of teams and a lot of kids there. Is any of this going back to your teams? For instance, you've got your teams that pay £25 per child to train them on. So that's like a child £300 a year that they're playing to pay football. So this 20% off, is any of this going to be reducted from them kids' fees? Are you hiring it or lowering it?
We won't be able to reduce it, it just simply due to inflation.
Yeah.
Everything goes up every year. What we would do is not inflate it this year.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fine. Thank you.
Can I just ask what 20% of what?
of the current grass pitch
The
fees.
current thing.
Yes. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
so
so the current
20%.
to reduce to all teams, all youth teams, 20% on the grass pitch fees. The big pitch and the small pitch.
Yeah.
Jason?
I'm supportive of this, but just a question to ask. The numbers that you put in the budget, we've not raised in the preset. Are those numbers, will that now leave a deficit?
It's been taken into account in the budget. And there's a bit about the budget later on the budget variance. So I'd like to propose that this goes forward 20% to all the youth teams. Have I got a seconder?
Oh, sorry, just one quick question. Presumably this reduction's because the lights aren't working all the time.
It's just a reduction, nothing to do with lights. It's just a reduction on the lights aren't for the grass pitches.
Oh,
The lights is for the
that's
turf, yeah. So it's nothing to do with that. It's just a 20% reduction on fees. So I'd like to propose that this is approved. Have I got a seconder?
Yeah.
All for?
Yeah, well, it's unanimous, Chair.
All again? Okay. Unanimous decision. Item number 7, budget variance. To note the budget, which was as approved at the council meeting on the 6th of February, and to consider the variance of £21,250 to the contingency budget. Now, this was all sent out to council. I've not got my copy, but it's in front of you. Have councillors reviewed it?
Question. So this is for the 0% budget.
This is so the budget was approved, and then that the amount is there. And the precept was approved. This is the variance to change this.
So can I just ask some questions on this?
You can ask a question.
So you've knocked the grants down.
Yeah.
To £2,000 for.
Yeah.
So have you knocked off kids' school Christmas stuff off?
That's not included in this. This is this year's.
£2,000.
This is this year's.
Yeah, but you had £15,000 last year for budgets for grants. You had 15,000.
The donations to schools do come from a separate budget. There's a separate budget for donations within civic and general, which is separate from the grants budget. But all donations are approved as and when they come to council anyway, so this decision wouldn't include that.
So when we spend the 2,000, if people still come, they're going to get it? Is that what you're saying?
There's a budget for £2,000
For grants?
for grants. Once it's gone, it's gone.
We,
There was a vote for a 0% increase. There has to be cuts made,
right, you're correct, there was a vote for a 0% increase,
which was honoured.
but we never saw a budget for it. This is it.
Exactly.
So this hasn't been signed off then?
Can I ask if we voted on a budget yet? Have you
No,
actually
we haven't.
The budget was agreed, but we have obviously had to make changes to the budget due to this.
But you haven't actually signed the budget off?
No.
No,
we
this is the
haven't.
vehement
So
changes.
how can we do that?
This is the changes to the budget to sign it off.
You can't sign it off, like Maxine's just said, we haven't signed it.
No, this is to approve it. This now is to
No,
approve it.
today it states here, it's to approve the contingency, not to approve the non-percent budget.
So, from what I gathered, Chair, is that these are the changes what you're going to make to the budget.
Yes.
We
So,
haven't.
yeah,
We've got to vote on it. We've got to vote on it.
Yeah.
So what's missing is you've not voted on the initial budget. I think that's what Karen's saying. Whether it's semantics or whatever,
Yes.
you've voted on the 0%
Budget.
increase. No. You voted on a 0% increase. There was never a budget put forward.
Which was irresponsible to do.
I agree, but however, there was no budget put forward for that.
No.
So the first meeting following that, there should have been a budget presented to council, full council, the council to sign off that budget, at which point this
So
would then be relevant.
We can't sign off the budget because the budget, the total amount is set at, what is it, now 600.
1,165,000.
So that is set, that was an 0% increase, that's not all we've got.
So what you, at that point, that amount of money, you create a budget, plot that budget,
Which we've done.
bring it to council, council sign that budget off.
Which we haven't done.
What you've asked for today is a budget variant, and you've not signed off the initial budget yet. So you can't do a variant when you haven't done the budget, so this should have been to approve the budget. Is that not right?
Yeah, you are correct. It's in financial
And I know this is
regulations.
semantics because essentially you've got a budget there, councillors have got it, but what Carol's saying is you can't sign off on a variant when you haven't signed off on a budget.
In essence, the council did approve a budget when it approved the precept. The only thing is, it effectively approved the budget blind because there was no.
We did ask,
So
no, we did ask for a 0% budget to be put to all councillors, and this is it. This is what's been put to councillors.
And the RFO's job is to make responsible decisions to, and the RFO said that to do a 0% budget increase was irresponsible, so it's not within his job description.
No, what's irresponsible is that this budget punishes Kingsley and Fitzwilliam.
Can we just have a bit of order to the RFO wants to come in?
So the council's decision at this stage is to either, as the item says, to note the budget, which is the only change from the previously presented budget, is the expenditure items, which are in the column marked budgeted expenditure on the document you've got in front of you. To note that and approve the variance, or defer the item until a full budget is presented. However, the full budget will look exactly the same as the budget previously presented, apart from the figures in that column.
It needs to be deferred then because there's a lot on here that's detrimental.
You can't find money what we ain't got.
You can't find money.
Bottom.
So I'm going to put this to a vote. I'm going to put this to a vote. So I'm going to propose that this is accepted. Have I got a seconder? All for? All against?
Can we still have a thing on what we have done up today? What exactly will be hit by this budget?
So this has got it, so this has gone on the website.
What website?
It's on the website, but I mean, I can read these out.
Yeah.
So the things that are here is £5,000 off the events, the attractions, £2,000 off bonfire night, 11,000 off the civic in general.
So what's
1,000.
that? Is that as thing every year?
What's that?
Civic in general, is that as marching?
No, the Remembrance Day marches are on still. Yeah. Yeah. So the items that make that up is hanging baskets, which is £5,000, and we're not paying for any extra lights or trees at Christmas.
So Fitzwilliam and Kingsley are going to suffer
Yeah.
because of this, because you'll get yours free.
Yeah. Fitzwilliam
I
Centre's
don't
been,
know why you're saying yeah, it's your fault.
Fitzwilliam Centre's been
It's
cut by
your
half
fault.
as well.
0%, yeah.
So in other words, you have punished us for your.
No.
Yes, you have.
No.
You have. You're doing it
No.
again.
It should be, it should have been,
Can I have
it
some
should have
order?
been a full council's
Could I have
decision
some-
to get together to
Can we
save
just have some
money.
I want a point of order, please. The vote's been taken. Please ask any other questions in the public question time about this. That's fine. We need to move progress.
Chair, in the last vote, you did 4 against, you didn't do abstentions.
Yeah, we need some
Yeah,
abstentions.
is any abstentions?
Yeah, I've already made a
Yeah,
note.
we've already made a note.
Abstentions.
Sometimes I don't put for abstention, so we're just assuming that abstaining now. So you're nice. So item 8, gift to parishioners. Consider changing the ages to 80, 90 and 100, and then every year after 100. This is for the gifts for ages, so birthdays and what have you. Councillor McGuinness?
The only ones that we're losing are 91, 92, 93 up to 99.
Yeah. And what we have got the 95s in there?
No, it's not. It's
Okay,
80,
80, 90, 100, then every year.
91 to 99.
And every year after 100.
Yeah, then every year after 100. We've basically gone regarding the 100, we've gone on what the country does regarding
Yeah.
the king and the
So,
king.
John, do I get a gift next year then?
If you apply for it, yes you do.
What am I 80 next year?
I'm 80 this year.
So, all for those changes? Sorry, I'll forward that, have a bit of seconder.
I'll second.
All for?
Sadly, we've got to do some.
I'm against.
All against? 2, 3.
Can I just say something about this? I think it should be 90 year old, not 80, because 8, 9, I think it's too young.
I think it's too
I think at 80 it's too young.
We're saying we're having to cut back on certain things. 80.
9 people have already voted for it, Chair.
There's
So
lots of people at 80.
We've already voted on this, we'll have to keep this vote, however, we can bring it back and lose that one. I don't disagree with you.
We're cutting back on things. You could be you
No.
know, at 80, your family
I agree.
do parties
Yeah.
and things.
We can bring it back as a special motion at
To be
some
fair
time.
though, we have lost 10 years. We have dropped 10 years out.
We have got 10 years out of it. So,
Just quick out of interest, how much is assigned to that sort of budget? Not exact, I'm not holding
it's,
it.
Oh yeah.
100 quid, 500
no,
quid.
no.
No, it's a matter of low hundreds
It's,
For the entire budget.
for the entire.
Yeah, it's chocolates, bottle of wine.
I was going to say,
Yeah, it's nothing.
when
Bunch of flowers.
When I was delivering them, it was either cheese and biscuits, bottle of whiskey, bottle of gin, bottle of wine, flowers, and that's it. You're talking about something about 30 quid maximum.
Yeah, but you're saying that, Ian, that when you then look at the amount of people that are 80 will be a lot of money.
No, I appreciate.
There's no two ways about
No,
it. And we're saying we've got to cut back.
If we're tightening his belt, we need to.
Well, I'm not going to next year, I'll be paying preset.
Yep. We're just about to come to put, wait, the next item on the agenda is public question time.
Last thing, that you do actually have to apply for it.
Apply for it as well.
It's not automatic on electoral roll. You've got to ring up and say, oh, can I put my name down for it?
Ian, just one last word, then I'll move to public question
I
time.
was just about to say that a lot of people in the community don't know that they have to apply for it. It's not automatic. And when I was vice chair, I think over the year, I delivered no more than 10. I think Stan probably delivered at least half a dozen, something like that.
We've done a few last year.
We're probably talking about less than 28 a year.
It mounts up, doesn't it?
Well, I know it might.
It mounts up, but it's a staff time doing it and that sort of thing as well. We've got staff. We've got to start considering staff as a cost. I think that's something we don't often do as a council. We don't consider that a cost.
You keep saying that you can't mend the lights for kids, where, not being funny, it's an health and safety risk, but you can afford, you can do money, flowers, bottle of wine, chocolates, etc. You need to get your priorities right.
I think
Okay, so-
I think you give it to the kids.
So I'm going on to now the next item on the agenda, which is public question time. To receive questions from members of the public and to receive any reports from community meetings. Any questions from the public?
I'll ask you the question.
And Kathy just a bit to be, then I'll come back to you.
Obviously, Carol wanted to discuss about revenue coming in, and it was said that you couldn't discuss that. Why?
I'm not sure what she's on about, to be honest, so.
I'm not 100% certain, but sometimes there is confidentiality around customers, basically people who pay us money. Sometimes there is confidentiality around that. None around us paying money out. But
How many people know code for Fitzwilliam Centre?
it should just be users, however many that is.
Yeah, so I believe it to be, if you have a group in there, then you've got the code. So
I saw a member of public opening it up at 9 o'clock, not this Wednesday, last Wednesday.
we can check
Member
that.
of public what?
I mean, it might be somebody who's booked something, but we can check on that. So 9 o'clock, I think every time,
Wednesday.
am I right, every time
Not
we
this
go in,
yesterday.
it tells you.
Yeah,
The code, the code will.
Okay.
You didn't?
Okay, so can we,
Put 9 o'clock every Wednesday.
point about, can we have a point about a
It'll have been cleaner, Kev.
The code will change every
will,
few
yeah.
months.
Yeah.
It's not a set code, it will just change every few months spontaneously to stop people that might not be using the centre from just going in the centre.
But yeah, we'll look into it, it tells you whose code it is and everything, we can look at that. Any other questions from the public? Jason? As in the lights and that? No, not at the moment. We've got some temporary lights that have the engines installed now.
If they haven't, they will.
If they haven't, or they will be very short reach.
We've bought them.
Yeah, we bought them.
How much? Very little.
Few
Yeah,
hundreds.
1 or 200.
Sorry? I'm not aware of that.
How much did we buy them for, please? Because that's not coming budget. It's not coming anything.
It'll be reported in the next month.
It'll be next month.
Things.
April, which we've already got.
No, next month. Which we do, we won't review next month.
Going back to who's installing them.
I think, electrician. I believe.
There's a qualified electrician doing it. I don't know who. We're looking at, so there was a meeting the other week.
I quizzed that, Jason.
No, so we got asked, we got an invite by a member of the Terriers and the people on the list come. The meeting was called for by the Terriers.
I believe in the meeting we had upstairs.
If this is regarding to,
So the meeting we had upstairs, and apologies, I forgot your name, and it's, I do know it.
Vicky.
Vicky. In the meeting upstairs we had, the question was asked, that Vicky was going to arrange the meeting, and I think there's even an email that mentions me being invited. When you responded to
So-
my email.
Right, let me go back on my notes, because I've got them in here. Oh, that was the leisure and rec meeting that we had up on the day that the charity bingo were down here.
Yes, that's the one. And there was, and I've said, that we've been asking these questions for a long time, nobody will come back to us. And Vicky was dealing with it, and Vicky said, I'll make sure I arrange a meeting within the next 2 weeks, and I'll invite the people who've been asked to attend.
We'll get the clerk to sort it.
Yeah. And then you responded by email very quickly, a couple of days later, and said you were looking into a date, and you would let me know.
Yeah, I let the clerk know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that was.
Yeah, no,
Melanie, yeah.
It's not that, I'm actually trying to help, I'm not trying to
Now,
be awkward.
these
I had
lights,
an initial appraisal that was 3 lights, but that got pulled off the table. I then got another one which Becky, I copied you into an email, and I've had a response for that. I've been waiting for the meeting to be called so I can bring this response to it, which is a discounted rate on these fittings to next to nothing. As I've just shown you, Dale, you're spending money on temporary fittings, a sparky to fit them. What more can I do? I keep asking to help them.
I think we're
don't
doing
want the
a
help.
anyway, aren't we? Because Vicky said, well, in the end,
these temporary lights were bought because we need to do something short term
Yeah.
with our budget. Not next year's budget, but the budget that we've got now to
By
kind
the
of
time
come
you
to a.
get to September, you've got to do something,
Yeah.
otherwise you've no revenue coming in from that place. You're not getting no more budget between now and September. So, I don't know why you're then spending 300-400 quid on lights. You're not going to get a sparky for less than 250-300 quid a day. So you're going to be 700-800 quid in once your sparky's fitted them. Well, that 800 quid could be spent on the actual solution. I'm baffled. I'm offering. I'm being told we'll have meetings, we don't get them.
I did originally ask for a meeting. Jason, I did originally ask for a meeting with you, West End and Hemsworth Town.
Yeah, and that meeting.
They said when I brought it up in the meeting, and we were told it wanted a motion, so he couldn't have it. Then we heard that West End had a meeting.
I wasn't at that meeting. I got invited to a meeting that Dale arranged, and I come to that with me.
Hemsworth Town has been a meeting.
Hang on, can we just, is everybody talking all at once, so can we? Is that again, Dale?
could we arrange a catch-up with the same people we had in that last meeting and bring Jason in with us as well?
Yeah, it may have to be on an evening, because.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Are you fetching Hemsworth Town
I'll
into
be
it
honest,
as well?
I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm thinking well, and it's only because it's got kids. Because
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, at the minute, the council response is non-existent. And Becky, I've not responded to one email of yours, I'll apologise for that.
That's fine.
But there's a reason behind that, that's something else. But, Andrew, why have I not been invited to this meeting that Vicky's asked you to invite me to?
I'm gonna stand in there, so. All we got is an email off Dale himself. And can I just answer, please? I was not at that meeting. I got an email off Dale asking if to come to this meeting, which I attended. I think Gary attended.
Yeah, I attended.
Councillor, Mel attended, Melanie Jones. The people who I knew who were invited attended. So that's all I know at the moment.
Right, so.
This is the first we're hearing about a meeting.
No, first you're hearing.
First time hearing.
You weren't available at that meeting, you were off poorly, I believe.
Yeah.
So, not that. Vicky's saying she agrees with my recollection, so does Dale, and that she sent that to the clerk. I have offered on several occasions to help, and on every occasion, the clerk hasn't contacted me about it. And I'm baffled as to why that is. I've got a quote on my phone for less than $4 grand for nearly supplying everything for them lights. Just show me it, Dale?
Yeah.
So, come on, what is it that the issue is? Because I'll ask it in open, not in
A council has to be careful. So when you offered to loan us the money, we couldn't accept that. That had to go to
That's fine.
offering such a massive discount. That could be seen as trying to. I'm not saying it is, and so don't quote me on this, but it could be seen as by people outside as you trying to curry ferry. I'm not saying you are. I totally. Hang on. Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish, please? I'm not saying,
Offering 12.
I'm saying
What
that's
favour
not,
are you doing me?
I'm not saying a favour, I'm not saying, that's what I'm saying, we're not saying we're doing you a favour. I am saying we have to be very careful. If it's such a dramatic discount, people will say why. And we've got to be very careful to, we seem to be doing the right thing.
Can I make a suggestion at this
Yeah.
point, Chair? If Jason puts his quote that he has, if he has it in writing to the council, it can be brought to the next meeting or to a future meeting as a motion.
Yeah.
And we can
Can this be sorted in reckon ledger?
we can look into it. It could come to any, to be fair.
Even have an open meeting, public meeting.
And it can be decided upon then. But if I get this quote,
Yeah.
that
It
could come
seems to me that this is very disjointed, and it's taking for a hell of a long time for people to get together for whatever reason. They may have their own reasons. I would suggest that you have an interested councillor forming a committee, a subcommittee, specifically for that, so they can meet in between council meetings, sort the arguments out of here and get a resolution quickly, because this keeps going on month to month.
No,
You don't want it.
it would be illegal.
They
It would
want
be illegal for a
They don't
councillor
want
to
it.
meet.
That would
It would be for a council to
They
meet
make
out
offers,
a council
you
meeting.
refuse them.
Just a moment. Can you repeat that, please, Chair?
It would be illegal to, the council can't delegate authority to a single councillor, so it would be illegal for a councillor
It has to be a committee.
to meet to do it.
No.
So, but
The subcommittee can do and make recommendations to the full council at the end of it,
that can be done, yes.
from 1 month, and it takes from one meeting to the next to sort it out. Not meeting after meeting after meeting, which is happening now.
Yeah, okay, no.
It just seems strange to me.
Jason?
Andrew, can you just repeat that for me, what you just said?
Be what? About the,
Yeah.
about it being illegal for, yeah, the council can delegate authority to, the council can delegate authority to a committee, a subcommittee, an officer of the council or another authority. It can't delegate authority to an individual councillor.
Is it possible to have that minute? Am I allowed to ask?
Yeah.
Word specific, if you don't mind.
Can I just, I run fishing group and I'm council.
But you don't make any voting decisions.
I fetch it back to
You fetch it back to the council.
I think that's what Gerald's trying to say.
Yes, you can do that,
Yeah.
but the suggestion was we have a council source, it does it all and approves it. We can't do
That's
that.
not what Gerald's saying, he's saying
No,
we
I'm not
want to
asking
fetch
that.
it
I'm
back.
saying, get a committee, get on with it, make the resolution and bring it back to the council.
Fishing involves leisure and rec.
Pleasure, Nick. So as the clerk's just suggested, if you get the prices to us, and then it'll go on the next leisure and rec committee meeting. Any other questions?
Can you tell us how many trips are going out this year? Are we booking any?
No,
None? No bus trips?
no. If you actually look at the motion in 2022, it was actually only for the year, and it was to be reviewed. It never got reviewed.
So
So
we're not having no this year, no brass band?
Christmas time.
So you're going to have a brass band and everything for Hemsworth. But Kingsley Fitzwilliam can't.
It's not for Hemsworth, it's for the parishioners.
For Hemsworth. But Fitzwilliam and Kingsley can't have a tree.
Sorry?
Well,
The brass bands are going to be charged as well.
Plus, we haven't got no money.
The brass bands are going to be charged as well. It's not going to be a free event like it has been in the past.
Well, I think we should pay £10.
I think it's going to be 10,
I
about 10.
think £10, I think 5 is not enough
No,
anyway.
it's going to be 10.
It were all agreed in the leisure and rec, I don't think you came to it, where they discussed
What happening with trips and that.
Any other
So
public
what
questions?
are you actually giving community? No.
Very little this year, I'd have to say.
You can't do anything.
when you do a 0% increase, you've got your costs to go up every day, every month. Everybody's got, you know, wage costs, bills costs.
I know.
Everybody's got it. I appreciate that.
I don't know how
We
you do
appreciate it. We can.
You've got national insurance on wages going up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the 50.
Can
A
I
quick
just
one.
ask
Last
what's
one.
happening with the land up at Fitzwilliam?
It's just progressing. When there is an update, we will update you.
So what is, are sales going through?
It's just progressing as it is at the moment.
What's happening regarding the building?
So Bank Street, I can say that once the precept's in, then we have to go to a consultation period. So once the precept's been paid, we didn't want to spend. I checked on the prices, thinking it'd be 20, 30 quid to advertise this. We've got to advertise it for 2 consecutive weeks in the local paper, even though it's online.
To sell it?
To sell it before we even put it up for sale, we have to put it. Correct me if I'm wrong. 2 consecutive weeks in the local paper. Now I thought these were going to be like me putting an advert, it's going to cost you 30 quid, it's around £500 a week. And you also have to put it up on the notice boards for a minimum of between 4 and 6. Between 4 or 6 weeks. Once you've done that, then we can start proceeding to sell it.
So you have to do that for Bank Street?
Yes.
Did you actually do it for the land at Fitzwilliam?
That was all. I believe that was all done prior to anybody here being on the council.
I put it on Facebook, everybody sees that.
So, very last question.
Can you get clarity on if that was done then?
What we're done, sorry.
The public consultation at the land at Fitzwilliam.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
Can you email me a response?
I think I'm kidding.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the time for public question time. I'd like to thank you all very much for attending and have a nice evening.